Step 2 is finding a seed keyword. What word represents your customer base? If you're taking that hobby, that like, that passion that you have, connecting that with a keyword is key. You really need to be able to start somewhere to start doing some research. When you're doing it the cheat code method and you're typing occupation that starts with, you're almost cheating the system and gathering the keyword at the same time. That's why I said it was kind of a cheat code, that you're doing both picking a customer base and you're getting the seed keyword. If you're able to, like Nathaniel, as you're writing to work, think about the customer base and then go, oh, I wonder if this customer base really likes this writing trail. It was just a lot of keywords that were coming to his mind that he was able to do some research on and build a product and a listing. That was so abstract to me. Like I couldn't pull like people that like writing. I was just like, what is it? I don't even know what to do with that. Like, that's so crazy. It was such like a gear grinding situation. Like I've always done it the opposite way, that as soon as I was asked to do it a different way than how I was used to it, it just like the whole system broke down. I wasn't able to process it. So just picking a seed keyword is step 2. Here are some tips to do this. If you go to Google and you have an idea for a customer base, or if you have hobbies and stuff like that, doing research on Google is great to just start pulling in some keywords to start saying, okay, which one of these helps me identify my customer base? Google's a great place to do this. Pinterest is a great place to just go and look around and try to just gather some information to see what keywords people in your hobby or your like or your passion or anything that you're going after use. There's also Etsy. And of course, Amazon. If you're like me and you are very versed in Amazon, you can kind of manipulate Amazon to get this information. But I almost believe it's easiest on Google, then Pinterest, then Etsy, and then Amazon is kind of last. The seed keyword can be more than one word. The more I teach on this, I see people getting overwhelmed by this. It's just like picking a customer base. It's a place to start, and it doesn't have to be a single keyword. You don't have to file it down to just one thing. I know we talk about cats a lot as our example. Cats might be the best identifying seed keyword for people that like cats. We talk about the bees, people that like bees. Maybe bees is the best seed keyword. Maybe if you go to Google and type in, what do people that like bees, what are they called? You pull up beekeeper, honey farmer. Maybe those are better identifier words or seed keywords. But if you're going after people that like to fly, fly is not a good seed keyword, because if you type in fly shirts, it's going to be all kinds of things. It's not necessarily going to be people that like to fly. So you might have to do a little bit of research on Google to find, oh, people that like to fly are called pilots. Maybe pilot is the best seed keyword. Again, please do not get stuck here. The more you do this, the more it becomes second nature to you. I talk about in the beginning that Nathaniel was riding his bike to work. He immediately was able to pull out keywords and start doing research that way. It took me probably a year and a half, I would say, of doing this to then finally make that connection where it's like, oh, now I can think about customers and pull out customer keywords. And it might seem funny to you now, but as I was driving last week to South Carolina, I was reading those billboards, and then I would see a McDonald's sign, a Wendy's sign, all these different fast food places. And then I was just thinking, I wonder what kind of customer base are they going after? I know there's people driving on this road. They're hungry. That's kind of people that they're targeting. But really, what is McDonald's as a company going after? And then I was just thinking, oh, maybe the people that like burgers. It's really a burger joint. So burgers might be the seed keyword. But then I was like, oh, hamburgers, or people that like hamburgers might be a better seed keyword. I was able to like think through that process without doing research to start and just pulling out a seed keyword. So if you're capable of doing that, do that. If not, like I said, there's some cheat codes for you. Just start the process.